Matt vs. Japan was one of the most influential content creators in the language learning community. In fact, it wouldn't be a stretch to say that he's helped tens of thousands reach fluency in Japanese, and his methodology helped lay the groundwork for other YouTubers and companies to help lead thousands more to their language goals. So how did someone so influential fall from grace? What pivotal event brought him down? And were the signs there from the start? This is the rise and fall of Matt vs. Japan. Matt began his YouTube channel in 2011 with a tour of his room and how he laid it out to assist in his Japanese immersion. From there, he began to upload his own tutorials on how to learn Japanese through immersion, which was a niche concept at the time. To understand any of the language learning terminology in this video, I should give a quick intro to the immersion method. Immersion, and adjacent methods like All Japanese All the Time, or AJAT for short, and Refold posit that the best way to learn a language, if you want true fluency, is to immerse yourself in the language as much as humanly possible. Essentially, you're replicating what it would be like to be a toddler learning your native language, but more efficiently, as you can also study the language as well. Matt learned of this through the previously mentioned AJAT method, run by a man going by the alias Katsumoto. This man claimed he learned Japanese by only engaging with Japanese content all day, every day, as the name AJAT would imply, and to his credit, his Japanese skills were very impressive. Matt would see this, and after not really getting the results he was looking for from conventional methods of studying, would do AJAT himself to great success. He took it so seriously that when he studied abroad in Japan, he spent almost all his time alone immersing instead of spending time with friends or going out experiencing Japan, a choice which he seems to understandably regret. In 2021, Matt helped create the company Refold, which centers on promoting the immersion method to a larger, more mainstream audience. As of now, Refold has over 38,000 users.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
As Matt's Japanese improved, his elitism about it did as well. He is well known to talk down on other language learning methods, especially conventional study, as he believes that someone who learned a language in a classroom environment will never reach fluency. There are even reports, albeit anecdotal ones, that he would join communities of opposing methods and berate the users and moderators until he was kicked out. However, in recent years, it had appeared that he had toned down his disdain for other methods and was actually open to criticism. As such, people who had disliked him in the past were now starting to come around to him. His next drama would ruin all of that. In 2021, Matt met another Japanese learning creator named Ken Cannon. Ken had learned Japanese at a young age in a similar way to Matt, learning from anime, claiming that he had immersed by watching the entirety of One Piece 6 times. This claim is dubious at best because at the time of him saying this, and to this day for that matter, One Piece has still not been completed. Although, as we will soon see, this discrepancy is the least of your worries when dealing with Ken. He is an alleged scammer who has run a few different programs, with the most notable being Japanese through anime. There are various reports of people asking for refunds, to which he will not respond, forcing them to cancel through their credit card or bank. The experience of being Ken Cannon's customer is showcased through a video called Japanese Through Anime Review, Ken Cannon Scam, in which a former customer claims he didn't get anything from his subscription, no value from the course, and no money back despite the guarantee.
Hello, I am remaking this video. Initially I had made a video, but it got a bit long to be 8 minutes. I just want to keep it short and sweet that Ken Cannon's Japanese through anime is a complete scam, and I don't want other people to get scammed by this product. Thought, I'll give him a try, do the 1 month trial, and didn't get anything from it. So he has the money back guarantee. Called and emailed trying to ask for that since I wasn't getting any product for it, and didn't give me the money back guarantee. And so in any case, I called my credit card, told them to block any charges from Japanese through anime, to not give any money to it, that they're not responding to my cancellation requests. And so that's how I got out of having to pay for anything. But I know a lot of people lost a lot of money because if you pay everything up front, you get a deal. But it was really like $400, $500 or something ridiculous.
In 2022, Matt and Ken would launch a course called Project Uproot, which essentially boiled down to a $400 plus course on Japanese pitch accent. However, the promotion and subsequent fallout of the situation irreparably damaged Matt's reputation. The course was promoted using emails with hooks such as "We have the secret" and other taglines like it, making most people in the community suspicious of the course's legitimacy. When people realized Ken Cannon was involved, people began to openly call it a scam, as in the language learning community, that's all his name was associated with. After the course was released, it appeared that the course was, although extremely overpriced, in fact legitimate. However, it appears that people were being auto-subscribed to Uproot's monthly subscription service, with it being extremely difficult to cancel and basically impossible to get a refund. Personally, I don't think the initial product, the course itself, was a scam. However, auto-subscribing people to their subscription service and making it impossible to get a refund or cancel, that is absolutely a scam. Many people criticize Matt for this on the Japanese learning subreddit. However, a mod named ANACREON was a fan of Matt and used his mod powers to ban any criticism of Matt or Uproot. After this became known, the rest of the mod team kicked ANACREON off, and criticism of Matt was allowed back onto the subreddit. People mostly let Matt off the hook for this until a leaked call in which Matt interviewed someone who passed the JLPT N1 test in less than 2 years was released. The interview was never uploaded by Matt, but the interviewee leaked the audio and exposed Matt for calling his supporters gullible whales.
Idea is that there's a small population of what they call whales out there.
Yeah.
There's just these people, and they're kind of gullible, and they have a lot of money, whether that's because they got really lucky with Bitcoin or because their parents are rich and they're spoiled.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. And so if you can like target that small percentage of people that are rich and but also kind of gullible, then you can make a ton of money.
In the aftermath of these calls, Refold and Matt decided to part ways. A man named Ben joined Refold as their human Swiss Army knife, and now he does a little bit of everything for the company. Since Matt's departure, Refold has continued to carve out a niche for itself while also growing its user base by adding support for new languages and adding Spanish support for their existing languages. Nowadays, Matt is living in Japan and is active on Twitter where he talks about Japanese, life in Japan, and other topics. His YouTube channel has been completely inactive for over 2 years. It's crazy to think that Matt vs. Japan could have gone down as one of the best language learning creators of all time, had he just continued to make language learning tutorials and expand Refold. Unfortunately, his legacy is forever tarnished by his involvement in one of the scummiest courses in language learning. Matt vs. Japan's rise and fall should be studied in universities as one of the most pointless and avoidable fall-offs in history. And, with that being said, that was the rise and fall of Matt vs. Japan. Anyways, let me know what you think about this new content style. I think I'm going to keep going with this going forward, at least for a little bit. I think it's going to be a lot more engaging than the just generic gameplay commentary or like Twitter reading videos that I did previously. But anyways, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.